Welcome back to Saxthorpe. We have been incredibly busy, and since we the last episode, so we mulched and limed the potato field. We have done 2 sorghum contracts. So done the harvesting, put the sorghum into our silo here because I was intending to quit the game. So I didn't want to complete and then not be able to show you because they'd just disappear. So we have, let's have a quick look, completed the one for field 36 and 35. We've got 31,600 litres left to deliver. And I've also taken a harvesting contract for oats in field 38. So I think the plan is going to be we will collect that one. There we go. And we will let the class deliver the rest of the sorghum. We'll probably just empty it, to be fair. And we can crack on with the oats. And then once we're full, we'll just have to wait for the trailer. So we'll head to the combine and make a start. So we've just hit 89% transported for the remaining contract. So that's all good. Now, this is a weird shaped field, but quite nice to be, well, not really exploring the map because our farm is not too far away, actually. But, who was it commented? Pete commented on one of the recent episodes where I was on about the loan. And he made a very valid point in that we don't need the equipment for the sheep yet. So mowers, tedder, windrower, baler, that sort of thing. In fact, we've got a baler. Have we got a baler? Yeah. So, have we? Yes. Been that long since I've been on here. So the plan is to just hold off, really, because we've got crops to sell, we've got straw to sell, so you know we might not need to take out a loan, or in fact we might not need to take out as big a loan as first thought. So yeah, very wise words, Pete, and yeah, very good point, because if we just take a quick look at the time-saving stock check, we've got the canola to sell, that's 100 grand. We've got the straw, that's 41 grand. We've got possibly some potatoes. So we're not doing too badly. So yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna hold out and yeah, see how we get on from selling our crops when they're at the best price. So we are very nearly full, but luckily we've managed to get near the track, so jobs are good and there. Let's just start slowing down. We'll get the auger out ready. Decent size capacity. There we go. Super. Right, now just to wait for the class to get to the sell point for the sorghum, and then we can send it up here to get us unloaded. Right then, so to complete this contract we need to deliver 7,100 litres. We've got 15, so we should make a little bit of cash off it. There we go. Nicely done. 7 grand, get in. That is awesome, I wasn't expecting that much. So we can now complete that one. Lovely. I am not harvesting any more potatoes. So right, field 38. Let's get this set up properly. So I've already set the combine. So field 38. And where was the sell point? East Coast Grain PLC Bay 2. So that should be down here. East Coast Grain PLC Bay 2. off you go. Right, let's jump back to the combine and wait for this to come and unload us. Well, that actually worked rather well. Now, hoping that it's going to behave itself here. Yep, stay still. Whoa, 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 why? Why? That... There's got to be a setting, hasn't there? For it to... Why? Why have you done that? Come back. I spoke too soon, didn't I, really? We'll, let this decide what it's going to do. Yeah, we'll be back. Oh, hold on. No. Is it going to stay still? No. Why? What are you doing? Right. I'm going to have an investigate some time later. Let's see if this works, shall we? I've changed one setting. And... Really? This is starting to annoy me now. I don't get why. So, the setting that I changed was combine unload settings, auto drive, active unloading, no. So, that's what? Active unloading, no. So it should do it while it stood still. The only thing I can think to do for now is to take over, thank you, and get unloaded. Because I'm just faffing around. There's nothing... We're on combine. So there's nothing in here, is there? Power lanes, tractor, unload, distance to combine, 1.7 park, corner speed, field exit, restrict void route. No. Tip side, whatever. Collision detection, no. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Experimental features, record or not in vehicle, U-turn. Anything on here? No. We'll just apply those anyway. Right. Now, if we just click that on, that'll clear off. We can jump back in here and carry on with some harvesting, finally. Well, we finally got unloaded again, but it was not pretty. We were unloading on this run down here, and the tractor just got to me as we were nearing the end of the pass. And I don't know if you know, but when they get near the headland, they tend to back up again then. So yeah, I was reversing while unloading, which, you know, it worked, so it can't have been that daft. And then for some reason the class tried to mount the fencing within the animal dealer. So yeah, it's all going really, really well. Not. But yeah, we're cracking on, opening up the field, and hopefully I'm keeping my eye on Simple Inspector. And the class seems to be moving still, showing 33 mile an hour, so yeah, fingers crossed it is going to go and tip that at the sell point, or the delivery point, and it'll make its way back to us. Yeah, what a smooth professional start to the episode. Yeah, so my plan, once we've completed this contract, we may well keep the oats because they could go into the grain grist. We'll see how many we end up with. The other plan is we need to get ourselves a corn and sunflower header. So we're probably going to lease that for now. We do need to plough the potato field. I'd quite like to do it properly. But it is a huge, huge field. So my thinking is that we may be... Well, ideally, what I'd like to do, and I'll just get back on this course, and I'll show you the plough that I would like to use. So we go into here and ploughs. So it is this one, and probably the 5-furrow. Now the reason for wanting to use this one was that I watched a video by George Saunders. So he is a real life farmer, but he also plays farm sim, and I think it was Neil pointed me in his direction, and I watched him plough a field, but he was showing you how he would set it up in real life. So yeah, I kind of want to do that, but it's going to be a real big job. So I'm not sure. I'm undecided on that one, but yeah. So we're going to need. They definitely need the corn and the sunflower header, and we'll potentially buy the plough. So let's just wait until this gets full. There we go. Super. Get the auger out ready. Now I think we I bought the subsoiler, didn't I? Did I? Or did we lease it? Oh. Maybe not then. Okay. So maybe we do go with the plough, but it's going to be a big old job. I'm sure it was that one he used. Because you can set it up so it's I think it was this one. I think it's called it's not an in-furrow one. I think you just drive on the land. You don't have to get your wheel in the furrow. I might be wrong. A lot of depth, 40. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe, but like I say, it'll be a huge job, but and it's quite expensive. So yeah, we'll see. Right, how far off is the class? 3 minutes. Right. Hopefully now we've cut in, it's going to unload us properly. And I'll see you when we've done a bit more in this field. I think the phrase for today is, if you want a job doing, do it yourself. Did exactly the same thing again. It just cruises on past. And even, you know, started driving a bit and it just stopped. And then, I don't know. I must have something set wrong. Because normally it's not this bad. So yeah, if you've spotted anything when I've been in the settings, please let me know, because it is driving me absolutely balmy. But hey ho, can't rumble too much, as, you know, it's a very clever program normally, but for whatever reason today it is throwing a hissy fit. So turn the worker off, we will just plod on and unload manually. It can do the delivering for us, it seemed to manage that. But yeah, following the combine today, it is certainly struggling, which is weird. Really is odd. There are people that out there that know a lot more about auto drive than me. Yeah, that is weird. I don't think I've had that problem on other ones. I'm trying to think if I did. Yeah, I'd got the... So when I did the sorghum ones, I got it running and it was delivering to the silo and unloading the combine absolutely fine. So, I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. Right, we'll push on and get another full load sent off. What we got in the trailer at the minute? 15,000. So, that'll take another 9,000-ish litres. So, yeah, I think as well it said we were 30% delivered. Yeah, so another 2 loads, hopefully. We'll see. Right, let's crack on and knock out this oat harvest, shall we? So our delivery driver, because that's all he's worth today, is tipping at the East Coast grain. So that's that done. 61% transported. What have we got left? So we've got 29,000. So full trailer load and a bit. So it's going to be close. I can never judge it with oats. It's a very, I don't know, hard to judge what it's going to yield. Especially when we don't actually see the data in the mini-map. So we'll just plod on and wait for them to come back. I will try again to unload using auto drive, but yeah, can't promise anything, and I think we are going to be full before they get back. So yeah, we'll just sit and wait again. Well, would you look at that? I don't understand. I just don't get it. I left the combine a little bit more empty. I hadn't filled it quite up. Waited for the tractor to get into position and just started moving. But that's working brilliantly. I don't I don't get it. I really don't. Never mind. Anyway, it's working. Job's a good one. We can turn off the beacons. Thank you very much, worker. Appreciate that. My only concern now is our fuel level. I don't think we've got long before that hits the red, so need to keep an eye on that. We do not want a combine stuck in the field, because then buying a tanker is just an expense we don't need at the minute. So we've got this pass and then probably 3 passes left over there. I'm hoping we're going to have enough. Like I said, it's a very difficult crop to judge. Like canola, you think, same with canola actually, they don't yield very highly compared to like your wheat and your barley. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we'll be alright. I'm sure we will. Just being a bit pessimistic really, I think. So let's see if we can do this 2 times on the trot. I'm not holding out much hope, but we'll give it a go. Fuel is now flashing. So yeah, we got this. We got what, 1.5 passes effectively. I think we've probably got enough crop to complete the contract, so that's good. Come on, worker. Gave you plenty of notice. There we go. Should make it, hopefully. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Come on. Seat stopped. We haven't got the fuel for this malarkey. Come on. Oh dear. It was looking so promising. Started moving when I put the auger out and everything. Right, I'll get unloaded and I'll see you in a minute. Well, final bit of the field, and we are on 5% fuel, 4% fuel. My word. So, as soon as we've done this, we're going to shut down and wait for the class and the trailer to get back. There we go. So, everything off. We can pop the auger out because that's on hydraulic power. I don't know. And we've got, what, 11,000 litres in the combine. And there is, what, 24,000 in the... Yeah, we've got plenty. So that's good. So yeah, it's just a case of waiting now for the class to come back. And yeah, we'll complete the contract and then we can head back to the yard. Hopefully with enough diesel. And yeah, get refilled. So with just over what we need to deliver, which is 5,200 litres, so we've just got just under 6,000, so that should be plenty. We are now going to get this onto the course and get it off delivering to East Coast Grain. There we go. Right, let's just click that and then that. That'll now head off and complete the contract for us, so we can now find ourselves. Oh, here we go. Right, unfold the header. Hopefully we can do this without turning the engine on for too long. Can't fold the hopper up, which is okay. Should be fine. Quick spin round and get hooked up. Bit more. Come on. Come on, we haven't got time to be faffing. There we go. Are we on? We're on. Right. Now, back to the yard, and I think it's this way. No, this way. This is going to be fun. Right. Pretty sure we head along this track and then make a left. So, yeah, there's the main road. Look, job's a good one. But yeah, we'll head along here. Hopefully make it back to the yard. If not, we'll be making an emergency purchase of a fuel tanker. But yeah, I'm thinking we should be okay. It's not that far, surely. He says. There is our potato field, nicely limed. That took a heck of a lot of lime. I'll tell you what, let's put some beacons on, shall we? Yeah, so that was a bit of a... I think I used the John Deere to mulch that. I think I did. I think I've left everything back at the yard, how we did it. So, yeah, the New Holland did the liming, and I did most of the mulching, to be fair. So it was one of those ones where just play on the map. Quite like that, actually, where you can do so much on camera, but then there's jobs like that and that would just not be a very interesting video. So just crack on and get them done, and it gives you a chance to experience and play a bit of farm sim. So we'll head this way, 3% to get us to the refill point. Don't know what I was worrying about. It should be plenty. He says now as it goes, sucks it all dry. But no, we've got plenty left. It's good. Still a bit bumpy there. Right, I think first things first, we'll get refilled, because nobody wants that anxiety. There we go. Have we got fuel in here? Yes, just an incredibly slow fill. Job's a good one. Right, let's head down to the sell point and make sure that we complete on the contract. So, moment of truth. Is letter contracts accurate? Yes, it is. 2.5 grand. What's the price of oats at the minute? You can stop there a minute. That's just... oats. £900 versus... That's not bad, is it? We'll keep them. We'll keep the ones we've got for now. We won't be greedy. Right, so you can go back to... where is it? Cow farm and refuel, because you need some as well. Off you go. We are full. Lovely. So let's just spin round. He says. Dead realistic this is. And auger out. And then that should... Aha! Like a... Not like a glove. Love it when a plan comes together, was what I was trying to say. Oh dear. Right, I'm glad that's done. So, we can now... Let's bring in some more money. Collect. Thank you very much. Job's a good one. Bank balance is looking a lot better. So, I think next episode we will be... Let's get that folded up. We will be into October. Yeah, he says that's the next month after September. And we will get ourselves a corn and sunflower header, and we will get those crops harvested and into the silo, because we don't need the... I'm just reading my feed sheet. Don't need sunflowers, and the sheep eat fresh maize, but we're just going to have maize, so that is absolutely fine. So we'll have corn and sunflowers to sell. So that backs up the point I was making at the start about Pete was right. We've got plenty of money tied up in crops that we can sell when the time is right. So thank you very, very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. Feel free to comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.